Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again with a brand new Rascals log bait deck, and I am so hyped to try this out. Dark Goblin and Rascals most recently got a huge buff. Rascals fire faster than ever, and Dark Goblin does a lot more damage. With the non-stop offense of the double barrels and the newly buffed cards with Prince charging at our opponent, I don't know how the heck they're going to stop this. So let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. And a huge thank you to everyone that's using creator code SirTag, making all the daily videos possible. I'm hyped to say that Manscaped is going to be sponsoring the video today. They are by far my favorite sponsor on the channel. If you guys don't know about Manscaped, they are the global men's grooming brand that has got you covered from head to toe quite literally. They've got an all-in-one grooming kit to make sure that taking care of yourself is easy. And the Lawnmower 4.0 is a part of that package. It's waterproof and cordless, and it's got advanced skin-safe technology. So that means no cleanup in the shower. You just go in. It's a super simple process. No problems with nicks or cuts, and no issues overall. This thing is as easy as it possibly can be, and it's got a built-in LED light so you can always see where you're trimming. Manscaped has thought of everything possible to make the experience super simple. The Weed Whacker removes hair from your nose and ears without any tugging and tears. Yeah, it's a little bit memey and it rhymes, but it works so well with the new skin-safe technology that they use in the Lawnmower 4.0. You gotta use products that are safe and that you can trust, and that's why I love Manscaped so much. So don't wait around. Make sure to go to manscaped.com and enter code SirTag. When you do, you're gonna get free international shipping, 20% off, and 2 free amazing gifts. You do not want to miss this because it's for a limited time. Get it while you can. Code SirTag at manscaped.com. Let's go, guys. So jumping into this one, we're gonna have to wait and see what our opponent's got. We're gonna move and groove with the mini Pekka emote, and we are gonna be ready to spam like a savage. But we've got double skeleton barrel and goblin barrel. We've got a lot of avenues to get value.
Get off my face!
And damage on your opponent's tower. You're going to be subtly spamming on either side whenever you want. Skeletons on the left, forcing out the zap. Now we can connivingly go in for our Prince plus Goblin's push.
Come on, let's do this!
I think that this is going to be the best avenue in case he... Okay, yeah. As long as he doesn't Mega Knight there, that means that the Rascal girls are able to put the Dark Prince in a range that will simply die to skeletons. Our Prince is going to get the charge, his doesn't. And then his Dark Prince takes 2 hits to finish off the skeletons. Wait, it gets pulled to the other side. I've never seen a Dark Prince get pulled to the other side by skeletons, but because the skeleton didn't have any business targeting the DP, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go straight towards the other Prince. I want to finish him off. I want to help my Prince brother. And it worked out pretty well. The only thing that's inconvenient about this situation is the fact that the man maybe has a giant with the deck. Whenever you see someone with double princes and a miner, there's got to be a goblin giant or a giant in the deck. Maybe elixir golem or electro giant if they're wild, but I would bet on a giant here. So what we want to do is we want to cycle back to our Prince plus Rascals and shut down the giant if that's going to be the case. And we got both of them in hand.
Hello, how are you?
Yep, there it is. You got to predict the future with this deck, guys. Whenever you're playing a control deck with a building, you got to know, hey, if I don't have my building in cycle, do I need to go on offense and pretend like, hey, I've got every answer in the book? You're not allowed to spam me. You have to focus on defending. Or are you going to be okay with your firepower of your Prince, Dark Goblin, and your Rascals? And with this deck, sometimes you don't even need a building.
But I love blowing up buildings.
Which I would say is extremely nice. I like playing this deck with a building because if you play against a balloon deck, you're kind of screwed, especially against Lava Hound if you don't have the bomb tower. I know it's weird. You're like, wait, bomb tower doesn't shoot up. But if you place it in the right spot, it fully counters balloon. That's one of the reasons why I really like this deck a lot more than the traditional one with Rocket. I don't know. I just feel like the Rocket one, at least for me, is less reliable because I'm more used to ending up having a bomb tower in my deck. But if you guys like Rocket, you can also substitute out the bomb tower for a Rocket for a little bit more offensive of a presence, being able to Rocket cycle your opponent. And then now you're going to also have to hit your Rockets, though. It's a bit higher skill cap if you guys are not used to that card. So I'm going to go for Rascals on the right-hand side, completely shut down the Dark Prince. And you guys already know that it's extremely important to start spamming in the other side. So I'm not going to try to take the tower with the Skeleton Barrel. I just want to force out Elixir so they can't have a cohesive push in the right-hand side. Also, all of the Goblins are going to be able to sacrifice themselves so we get even more damage. Forcing out of the Zap is pretty nice. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to Bomb Tower here. It's just safer, right? Rather safe than sorry. I'll Skeletons and then I'll go for Rascals. I wonder if the Rascals separate so then they don't get hit. Awesome. Clean stuff. If you giant into the bomb tower, you savage. I love it. I need a Goblin Barrel on defense just so the Prince doesn't connect, but that's going to be fine. We're able to get that Electro Wizard cleaned up by the Goblins. Wait, the Goblins are deceptively strong on defense.
Defense, offense.
I did not expect that to work out that well. Also, the Rascal girls, after the buff, oh my gosh, they have really been doing some weights. They have been training for this moment all along. The pathway to success is clearly in front of us. I can go for Skeletons. Thick Rascal boys and girls are always going to deny the Princes from penetrating our heart and our soul. The popsicle sticks will pop off on defense, and they smack our opponents silly.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, so jumping into this one against Golden Star. What's going on, my dude? Let's move and groove with the mini P.E.K.K.A emote. It's my favorite emote in the game right now. Previously, it was the sipping Sir, and now we've graduated to the mini P.E.K.K.A move. Maybe we can go for the skeleton barrel here and distract him and simultaneously spam him both sides. I love going for the goblin barrel while the skeleton barrel is already going to bait out their first spell. Look at that. Beautiful. That is the power of double bait. If you don't know, now you know. Also, I need the prince to charge, but it's not going to charge in time, so I'll just go for skeleton, so then the bandit isn't going to be able to get any damage on the prince. Level 14 Archer Queen. Dude, you got to be joking right now. I was so excited about the start of the game, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not so good for me anymore. That thing can flip the table, flip the script in seconds.
Don't test me. I'll do it.
As long as it locks onto the tower with the ability, it does 1,700 damage every single time. Wait. We can double tank for the goblin barrel and the archers. Let's go. Come on, let's go, bubblegum archers. You got this. I love calling them bubblegum archers because they fling bubblegum at our opponent every single time.
And I stepped on gum. Oh.
The animation is ridiculously cool because I haven't seen Rascals played in a long time. You guys don't know, now you know. Oh, can we make sure that everything's close together so then the bomb tower hits the Mega Knight too? That was a nice thought. It simply didn't go the way that we wanted, but I was hoping that the bomb tower would be able to splash onto the Mega Knight, keeping our tower safe and secure. You know what? It still happened. The end result was exactly the way that we wanted to go, but it was a roundabout way. It was a little bit too close for me. That rascal was almost a not back in cycle too, so if he went in for like a bandit or a golden... Wait, no, he couldn't have golden knight because he's got Archer Queen. You're only allowed one of the overpowered cards in your deck. Bard Barrel comes through. I think we Goblin Barrel and take this opportunity. Usually your opponent's not going to have arrows plus Bard Barrel when they're running P.E.K.K.A or Mega Knight. So you take that opportunity, you spam them, and you send them to the Shadow Realm. So with 55 seconds remaining, we have definitely won this game, even though this guy's got a level 14 Archer Queen. All right, so jumping into this one. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Yo, why are you raging up a mini P.E.K.K.A and bats? Calm down for a second.
Don't tell me to calm down.
This is war.
And you go for a zap. You have all of this elixir, and then you throw it at me in the span of 2 seconds. Yo, did your mom not teach you any manners? Oh, of course, you're going to end up having multiple small spells. So you get away with that, even though it was one of the most ridiculous interactions that I've seen in my life. Mr. Virtual. Is your... just like having a way to hack the game so you have unlimited amount of elixir? Is that the only way that you can explain it? Like, no, you're just gonna eat 1,300 damage from a goblin barrel. I'm here for it.
Can you say delicioso?
I'm excited to see what crazy card he's about to spam at the river. Wow. 7 elixir investment in the back with the P.E.K.K.A. You know, this isn't the worst thing in the world because we've got skeletons to distract the Dark Goblin for the damage, and then also the built-in tank with the Rascals hit squad in the back. So no matter what, I think we have sublime defensive sequence. I think that it's pertinent for us to not overcommit too hard here because there's a chance that this guy could go and whip out like a Harry Potter and then arrows.
You're a wizard, Harry.
A wizard?
And he's got part of the equation. He doesn't have the arrows so far. So maybe we snowball here and hit him up with the bomb tower. It looks okay because Wizard is not going to have a trip to Hogwarts. It's going to get completely denied. Gets annihilated before it touches my tower. At this point of the game, I'm just weirded out by the fact that the guy's got the mini P.E.K.K.A and the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A with her kangaroo pouch actually whips out a mini P.E.K.K.A from there. And it's the wackiest thing ever. So I'm going to go Skellies. Maybe I can get Rascals down. See, the thing is, he would have to tornado and zap here. That's exactly what he's going to do. That's exactly what's happening. I was going to say, you're not going to do that because then you open yourself wide arms for the embrace of the Goblin Barrel, Skeleton Barrel. These things are going to hug you so hard, you are not able to escape, sir. What are you going to do? You know, the Skeleton Barrel and the Goblin Barrel, they're completely menacing on your tower. They're eating you alive. The skeletons are thriving. I'm going to Dark Goblin here, and if you go for very high skeletons on the Dark Goblin, it doesn't get a single hit on the tower. I dropped it a little bit late. My Mabel Gaming Athlete reflexes failed me. All right, I'm going to Skeleton Barrel on the left-hand side. It looks like it's pretty okay for me. If the Dark Goblin stayed alive, that would have been next level dominance. But it's extremely important that we do not go in the same lane here. Even though I'm doing a lot of damage, I'm going to try to take the right-hand tower. I'm just trying to focus on defending minimally and expanding our horizons where our opponent doesn't have Elixir to cohesively build a push where the mini P.E.K.K.A is able to get built behind the wizard and then have a bigger paved pathway to success. So since he didn't have that, we're just able to go for a Goblin Barrel. Looks like the Prince is tanking, and we walk away with a win. It was a very fun experience playing against the crazy shenanigans of P.E.K.K.A at the river every 5 seconds, and mini P.E.K.K.A zap plus bats at the start with a rage, literally dropping all 10 of his Elixir at the very start of the game, not even knowing what my deck is. Getting into this one, the guys are going to go for a Dark Prince. I don't know what deck he's running, but there's a chance he's got Double Prince, just like the last guy. There's also a chance it's going to be a Graveyard deck or a Giant Double Prince deck, or it could be Log Bait because he's got a Dark Goblin. There's so many possibilities right now, and I can't comprehend what it's going to be. So, Rascals. Ooh, now he's showing me his cards for real. Rascals, I wonder if they died to the Skeleton Barrel here.
Daddy, help me, Daddy.
I haven't seen that interaction before, so, wow. I was too preoccupied by the interaction of the Rascals, and I took a subtle 500 damage from a minimal HP Dark Goblin. That thing is broken. If you can have a tank for the Dark Goblin, it's always worth it. Dark Goblin, don't go ahead. Be like the other Dark Goblin. Be a smart boy. Okay. Thing is, we can Rascals here. The Dark Prince is going to separate. It's not going to hit the girl Rascals. And then we can Skeleton Barrel left-hand side to dedicate some Elixir there while we really heavily commit with the Goblin Barrel in the right-hand lane. So we want him to spend all of his Elixir on the Skeletons here while we take the tower in the right.
Look at this dude.
I didn't mean to snowball there. No! Oh my gosh, no. Dude, I played against a level 14 Golden Knight and I just missed the snowball on my side of the map. What is wrong with me, guys?
Almost everything.
Do I not want to keep the win streak alive? Do I want to throw my games like my snowballs? No, this can't happen. Okay, just adding the suspense for you guys. It's for the content, obviously. Definitely not BM. It is for the content. So I'm going to Rascals in the back here. And we'll see what we can do. Definitely need to follow up with the Prince in the left-hand lane if we are able to assassinate a Dark Prince here, if he tries to go simultaneously spam both sides. If he doesn't, we're fighting on our side of the map. So we have the high ground, Anakin, and I can Skeleton Barrel here too. So we literally have the high ground. We're in that air balloon and we're blasting off, and hopefully you blast off like Team Rocket. Maybe we can kill the Mega Minion with a Dark Goblin if he doesn't snipe it. Goblin Barrel coming down. Yo, that Dark Goblin is still popping off. Amazing amount of damage. I want to see the Dark Goblin get annihilated by...
Please don't kill me!
You know what? I'm sorry, Dark Goblin, for saying that I wanted to see you get annihilated, but I can't let the Golden Knight lock onto my tower, so it was just extremely important for me. I can start to spam another Dark Goblin, Goblin Barrels, shenanigans in the left-hand side. If we can get Rascals early on, maybe he doesn't have Elixir to defend against the Goblin Barrel. It seems like he has no defense to Goblin Barrel in his entire deck. I'm so confused at what he's supposed to do to win the game. Like, if I bomb tower here, oh, no. Oh, it didn't dash onto the tower. What? How'd that not hit the tower?
Princess Fiona. I'll kill you.
I'm a little bit shook that didn't hit my tower. He's got a Golem deck? Yo. That was the least anticipated card. What? Are you kidding me right now? I'm going to snowball here. I need to get damage. I need a lot of damage to come back in this game. This has been one of the craziest games ever. The fact that he's got Golem with Dark Goblin seriously threw me for a loop. I was not prepared. My body wasn't ready. Of course, if you're going to go for a Lightning, it will be a pretty big investment of Elixir. So if we're able to stop the Golden Knight from dashing onto things that matter and we go for Skeletons up top and you hit those instead, we're totally vibing here. I can go Skeleton Barrel, Goblin Barrel, spam more stuff. I'm going to win the battle at the river, even though I went for a snowball on my side of the map. We are going to reign supreme for the ultimate meme. Snowball's coming down. The Dark Goblin locks onto the tower and destroys his dreams in seconds. Just with the snap of your fingers, you snap your opponent's tower, and the Dark Goblin is like delectable, delicious damage. Hey, we got a game against Giovanni. What is going on, my dude? I'm gonna sauce out a good luck, and hopefully we can go and fling some snowballs at him and throw them like pizzas. What you gonna do, my dude? Whenever I see the name Gio, I feel like my Italian roots. I'm half Italian, and I love pizza. So we're gonna go in for that Prince in the back, and hopefully we can take his tower and rip it to pizzas. Maybe we can go in for the Prince, follow up with the Rascals, and then go in for a Goblin Barrel here. I don't know. I feel like when he goes in for a Tombstone and that placement, it's important for me to defend. And then just spam as much as I possibly can because he's down so much elixir. He has nothing. If you go for a tornado, I've got rascals, so we shut it down. We don't take any damage, and you overcommitted. You know what? Tornado's out of cycle, so he can't pull the goblin barrel directly to the tower. That's extremely good for me. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Let's follow up with the skeleton barrel and then go in for the goblin barrel. I'm going to go on the right-hand side simply because I just don't think he's got arrows. Most people do not have arrows with tornado. It's usually going to be bar barrel, so it's fine. Skeletons are going to lock onto the tower. Electric Dragon's going to get completely and utterly distracted. He didn't even know where to turn. He was looking left. He was looking right. He's like, wait, do I target the skeletons? Do I target the goblins? What am I supposed to do? And yeah, he was lost in a trance. Maybe we can do the dance with the prince. If you're going to go for Tombstone, I can go in for a Dark Goblin. Oh, you stopped the prince's charge. Sure, at the cost of an entire mini P.E.K.K.A. You know what? That was a +1 trade for him, so I don't know why it's like at the cost of an entire mini P.E.K.K.A. when I was the one that did the negative elixir trade. It be what it be. I did distract the Electric Dragon with the prince, so I can't discount his pride and joy of defending our towers. If I rascals at the river and he goes in for the golem at that exact timing, that is extremely good for me. Because now we do the dance with the rascals. They're so mischievous. They're called rascals for a reason. It's extremely annoying for our opponent to have to deal with the rascals at the river and now have his entire push disjointed. Night Witch, it was not supposed to go ahead of the golem. I guess the golem is a real ladies man. He's like, ladies first.
After you, my lady.
Chivalry is never dead. And he lets the Night Witch go into her death. The Dark Goblin somehow targets the Electric Dragon too. This game could not get any better for me. I spoke too soon. The Dark Goblin doesn't even get killed by the tornado plus bats. This is the definition of good luck, and I'm loving every single step of the way. So we've won this one. There's no way for our opponent to come back. And I'm just telling you right now that the Prince log bait with rascals, it makes your opponent rage quit. This guy literally left the game after he saw that Dark Goblin stay alive for eternity. Dark Goblin, you're my hero, and I bow down to you. You gave me tub full of elixir value. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.